everyone, my name is Huma and I am from Raval Convent School. Today we are going to start our next chapter, that is Who Gets What. Remember, when you try to cheat others, you will get cheated yourself. Be fair and honest. Let's begin the story. Chetram and Hetram were two brothers who lived in a village in Haryana. When their fathers died, they left three things behind for them: a blanket, a buffalo, and a guava tree. But he did not say which should belongs to whom. This put the brothers in a fix because they did not know how to divide these three things between themselves. The older brother Chetram was a sharp fellow, while the younger Hetram was simple and a good nature and looked up to his older brother for everything. So, when Chetram asked him, "Well, Hetu, how should we divide up the father's legacy?" Hetu said, "Bhaiya, what can I say? You are older and wiser. Whatever decision you will make will be the right one, and I promise to abide by him." Chetram replied, "As you wish, but it's a very big problem, as you can see. Now, if we have to divide the blanket, how should we do? If we cut it half, it is of no use." "That's true," Hetu noted. "It's a real puzzle." Chetram sat down and pretended to think hard. Then he said, "I have got an idea. You use it for a half the time and I use it for the half other time." "That's brilliant, brother," Hetram said admiringly. "I knew I could rely on you. So what do you say? You keep it during the day and I will keep it during the night," was Chetram's reply. "As you say," Hetram agreed without thinking twice. Now for the buffalo, Chetram was lost in thought again. It was a tricky method, dividing a buffalo. But again, Chetram found a solution. "Tell you what," he said, "the front portion of the buffalo belongs to you and the rear belongs to me." "That's perfectly all right by me," Hetram replied. Now it was the turn of the guava tree to be divided, and again Chetram sat down and scratched his head for a while. Then he said, "Why don't we divide like this? The lower portion of the tree will be yours and the upper portion will be mine." "Wonderful," Hetram exclaimed. "You really are clever. Such a difficult problem and you solved it in no time at all." It was a daytime. Chetram picked up the blanket and gave it to the Hetram. "It's yours during the day. Remember," he said, "and give the buffalo some fodder, will you? The front portion belongs to you. And don't forget, you should to fertilize the water the guava tree. The lower portion belongs to you." Chetram sat down to merely puff his hookah while Hetram got busy working. He picked up the blanket and put it aside. What is the use during the day? He went and got some fodder for the buffalo and fed it and gave it water to drink. Then he fertilized and watered the guava. When in the evening Chetram came and began to milk the buffalo. After all, the rear portion belongs to him. Hetram stood and stared. It hadn't occurred to him what he had got the wrong portion. Night came and Hetram claimed his share of the blanket. He covered him and went off to sleep and snored away the whole night. But the Hetram shivered in the cold. Now he began to realize what a bad deal he had got and what a fool he had been to agree to whatever his brother had said without thinking deeply. When the guava tree bore fruits again, Chetram claimed it as his share and the Hetram could not say nothing because after all he had accepted the division. All the same, the unfair rankled. He had to do all the works and Chetram got all the benefit. One day he went his neighbor, a wise old woman who treated him like a son. She whispered something in his ear, and when he heard it, Hetram smiled a long time. That evening, just as the sun was about to set, Hetram took the blanket, dipped it in water, and spread it out without wrinkling it. Chetram came to know to take it at night. When he saw that it was all wet, he yelled angrily, "Are you out of your mind? Why did you soak the blanket?" Hetram put on his most innocent look and said, Fifthly, Bhaiya, I didn't want to use dirty blanket, so I washed it. Day broke, Hetram got up and fed the buffalo. Soon after, Chetram came with a pail and began to milk it. As soon as he extracted half a bucket of milk, Hetram came along with a stick. He gave a buffalo hard stick on his shoulder. The buffalo panicked and kicked the milk over and ran off. Chetram was naturally furious. You fool, he cried. Didn't you see that I was milking the buffalo? Why did you hit it? Hetram replied, Brother, the front portion belongs to me. I can feed it or hit it, just as I wish. Hetram could not say anything to that. After all, he had divided the buffalo. He decided to go and break some guava from the tree. But as soon as he got there, what did he see? Hetram was coming along with an axe. What are you doing, Hetu? Chetram asked, worried. I was thinking of cutting the tree, Hetu said. Since the lower portion is mine, we can divide the wood in half if you wish. Chetram got into a panic. He had never anticipated that his way of partitioning the legacy could go against him like this. Please don't cut the tree, he begged. Then he hung his head and confessed shamelessly. Forgive me, I didn't divide our father's legacy fairly. From this day, we will have an equal share in everything. Chetram stood by his promise, and thus Hetram too got a fair portion of what his father had left for him. I hope this video helps you in understanding the chapter more clearly. Thank you.